everybody, this your boy Stephen J, and I'm here with Simply Steve, and we're talking about wrestling, WWE, WWF, UWF, AWA, WCW, ECW, and maybe a little bit of TNA. Let's get right into it. Monday Night Raw was 2 days ago. Survivor Series is set. Team Cena versus Team Authority. So far, Team Authority is Seth Rollins, Mark Henry, Rusev, Kane, and
Luke Harper.
Which I actually like. Team Cena is John Cena, Ryback, Big Show,
Dolph Ziggler, and Eric Rowan.
Now,
something wrong with the internet. I'm not getting anything.
I'm not really sure what the deal is. No, you already have fries. Eat my dinner, just got off work. I can understand the Luke Harper thing. It makes sense. Eric Rowan joining Team Cena doesn't make sense at all. And I can't find any rationale behind it. But here's my problem. I'm still upset by the fact that they broke up the Wyatt family. He, on the other hand, was like, oh, I think it'll be a good thing. Whoa. They're coming into their own. No, wait, hold on.
Well,
let me finish. The Wyatt family, Harper and Rowan, were a great tag team. The tag team division is lacking. You need Harper and Rowan in the tag team division. What if they brought back the Dudley Boys? I would love to see the Dudley Boys go after Harper and Rowan. I don't know how old Harper and Rowan is, but they gel as a great tag team. They matched up well with the Usos. Every match that they had with the Usos was like, oh my god, that was like the second best match of the night or whatever. Those guys were good, so you break them up. And now they're on.
You broke up Mark Henry and the Big Show.
The tag team division was on its way up to getting pretty decent.
But that was only because of the Usos and the Wyatt family. Hey, I'll even say it was because of the Shield too.
Stop touching Daddy's sheet.
Stop
touching Daddy's seat. Stop.
That's right. It's okay.
No.
So I just don't get. Had to reset the internet. I just don't get the whole Rowan joining Team Cena. I don't know if Sheamus is really hurt or not, but apparently he is. So
that would suck me. He had a thunderous return, but you know, it's been okay. I mean, his United States Championship run wasn't really that much better than Dean Ambrose's was. He did defend it more, but you know, it's Sheamus.
But here's the other thing. Cesaro comes out.
He did have good matches with Cesaro. I will say that. He did have good matches with Cesaro.
No, but he comes out tomorrow and makes fun of Team Cena.
Yeah,
and he's laughing with the Authority.
So does this mean it's 6-on-5 now?
I don't know. I mean, on Triple H,
he'll probably make it happen.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, but I know we don't do this, but it's a spoiler alert on SmackDown. Triple H, this coming SmackDown that's gonna appear on Friday. I read that Triple H said that if Team Cena loses, everybody on that team will be fired.
Really?
Yes. So now I'm kind of like, is it guaranteed that Team Cena will win? Because are you really gonna fire the face of the company? Are you really gonna fire Ryback when you're trying to get him back up? Ziggler's on the roll that he's going on right now. You know, Big Show, yeah. But still, Eric Rowan, we don't know what they're gonna do with him. But you got 3 good guys on that team right there that, you know, you really can't lose. So, plus, I read that Stephanie will be written off TV soon. So
I don't have a problem with that.
So this just gives me indication that Team Authority just might lose.
Well,
and I just have to ask you: do you want the Authority to lose? Do you want the Authority out of power?
Talk, Daddy,
yeah, because it's who's next after Bischoff? Remember Teddy Long went bad, heel. Then Vicky Guerrero. John Laurinaitis. So it'll be somebody else.
Really? Who would it be next?
To come in and step in, take over.
I don't think it'll be Vince.
Personally, I would have loved Shane O'Mac to come back to feud with Triple H and Stephanie as far as a power struggle. That would be interesting because it would have brought the excitement up. Plus, people were killing the WWE for that whole stupid skit with the dumb cat. And when I saw that, I was like, there's something wrong with that cat. That cat is drugged.
Yeah,
drunk.
he really did look mad.
He was just like, please, there's no way a cat gonna sit there the whole time when you got wrestlers doing all this in front of him. He gonna act like, come on, get out of here. And the whole bunny thing, they are getting killed online and Twitter for that. But let's go start with Monday Night Raw.
Alright, so the Raw starts off with the Authority. They're coming out talking about Survivor Series, and they're basically like, tonight we're gonna destroy Team Cena one by one. And for some reason they make some kind of contract signing for tonight. So then they call out Dolph Ziggler and said that he and Luke Harper are going to have a match. Just as the match is about to start, the match has made it into an Intercontinental Championship match. I'm not surprised. Ziggler gets jumped by Seth Rollins and his goons, and unfortunately, Dolph Ziggler's reign as Intercontinental Champion is over. I was shocked. I was mad. I was like, Luke Harper is the champion?
Yeah, I had a problem with that. That Dolph lost. If it's a good thing because I put it like this, even though I like Dolph Ziggler, and as of right now, he is my MVP of the year because he has been on a rise, and he's basically his namesake. He's been the show off, and he has been showing off every match, Raw and SmackDown.
It's true.
And every pay-per-view.
We're gonna have a superstar of the year. I'm gonna have to say
if he's losing, maybe it's because they're finally gonna put him in main event status where he was before. But this time he's well deserved of it. The other thing is that he wasn't really bringing to me any recognition to the IC title. Cody Rhodes brought back the IC title, the belt. The form of it, I always liked the shape of it. He brought it back and he put it back on the map.
It's interesting.
It hasn't really been all that good as far as like, oh, he's the it used to be like, if I can't be WWE, the World Heavyweight Champion, I'm going to be Intercontinental Champion or whatever. A lot of
Hall of Famers and future Hall of Famers have held the title, like Stone Cold and Triple H, The Rock, Rey Mysterio, all those guys. They've held it. JBL, they've all held the title. Shawn Mike, all of them held the titles, and brought prestigious reigns to it, making it mean something. But Ziggler, even Chris Jericho, breaking the record of being a 9-time Intercontinental Champion. But Ziggler reign, it was okay. It was alright because he would still give you a match. But as far as the title, as far as how it made, I don't like him losing. But if there's something on the horizon that I can't see. Yeah, let's do it. I would love to see Dolph Ziggler challenge Brock Lesnar for the title because it would be the Daniel Bryan. I can't do it. Yes, you can. It would be the little train that I could. Please, let me get this. It would be Randy Orton again versus who did Randy Orton beat for the first time to win his title? Chris Benoit. He became the youngest world champion.
He beat Benoit?
Yeah.
Alright, well when he won that title, it was like, well, yes, he won that title. Everyone was excited. If Dolph did this to Brock, because, there's a rumor Brock wants to go back to UFC and fight for real. I don't have a really problem with that. Only my problem with Brock is that when's the last time we've seen him? What, August? I mean, yeah. And come on. I don't even want to talk about Brock right now because I'm upset that he's a part-time performer, but yet you won't sign Kurt Angle to a part-time deal when you got Brock signed. Brock ain't even showing up on TV. I miss Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman can't show up because of Brock. So I'm ticked off about him. Triple H is a part-time wrestler, but yet you won't give Kurt Angle a part-time contract?
We'll see.
What kind of mess is that?
We'll see Paul Heyman this Sunday on the pre-show, but
And hold up. Let me just say this. You got a World Heavyweight Champion for the second pay-per-view. There is no mention of the World Heavyweight title. No mention of the World Heavyweight Champion. It's like he does not even exist. It's like he does not even exist. John Cena ain't even mentioned, I'm going to get Brock. You would think that he would be focused on the Survivor Series, but at the same time, throwing hints. I'm coming for you, Brock. I'm coming for you, Brock. Nothing whatsoever.
Well, since Cena is technically the number one contender, there still is a rumor that, well, I guess it ain't gonna be the rumor. It's still the fact they go face Brock at Royal Rumble, but what's he gonna be doing at TLC? Because he is the number one contender.
What's after Survivor Series? TLC? Okay.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing I was ticked off about. Stephanie gives Big Show and
Big Show
and Sheamus a chance at the title shot.
But that was just
I know that, but
to beat up.
Again, interesting concept. Sheamus versus Brock. Maybe John Cena, Big Show, Brock, even though we've seen that before. But still, it was something interesting to throw in there. Other than Cena. And then took it away or whatever.
Well, see, the thing is, it's wrong because you could have actually had a lot, like he's saying, you could have had a lot of good matches with Brock Lesnar during his reign. Yeah, he would have won all of them, but you could have had a lot of good matches. Like you said, you could have had Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar, Sheamus versus Brock Lesnar. I don't know, Cesaro versus Brock Lesnar, which would make sense since Cesaro is a former Paul Heyman guy. You could have had a lot of good matches.
He wasn't really a Paul Heyman guy. I'm sorry. They didn't utilize that well.
True, but he still defended Paul Heyman when Cena was making fun of him that one time.
Here's my lava.
So it would make sense, but still, they missed out on a lot of great opportunities, and now. But it's also it's not all Brock Lesnar's fault because the WWE they creative team they said they can't think of anything for him.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Because I got a perfect thing. I didn't even mean Randy Orton. I meant Eddie Guerrero. When Eddie Guerrero beat Brock Lesnar for the title.
That was because of Goldberg.
But still, he still beat him. It was like, oh, yes. You knew Eddie didn't really have a chance because Brock was just huge, strong, big, and fast. But Eddie Guerrero, Dolph Ziggler, Eddie always put on a good show. Dolph Ziggler always put in a good show. Here's the underdog against the climbing that mountain.
So what you're
I would love to see that.
The only way Dolph would beat Brock is if someone interfered.
No, I think Dolph can get a clean pin on Brock. And even if
maybe
it came,
2 or 3 zigzags, but
even if it came down to a little bit outside interference, I wouldn't want it outside interference. But if he did it like 3 zigzags, how The Rock had to do Stone Cold with 3 or was it 2 rock bottoms to get the pin, I wouldn't mind doing that. I wouldn't want Brock to tap out because those guys hate doing that, even though it's not real. But getting a clean pin, I would love that. I think that would be great. What else happened?
Well, there was Adam Rose versus Tyson Kidd.
Who won? Because I fast forwarded.
Tyson Kidd won because Adam Rose.
Tyson Kidd has won his second match.
But that is because of Adam Rose and the bunny situation. Again, I said this doesn't make sense unless you have somebody interesting, someone that'll work under the mat. Since Titus O'Neil is no longer in this picture, it would make no sense for it to be Darren Young. By the way, you can see his glove and you know it's a white guy.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. The dude is white.
So whoever's under this bunny mask, if they ever take it off, it has to be someone good.
I know who it is.
Unless
it's Wade Barrett.
Unless it's someone debuting.
It's Wade Barrett.
But that was that. All right. So what's next? All right. Bray Wyatt cuts a promo on Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose, had a recording message or whatever and snuck up on him and attacked him. Again, still no hype for this match because everything's focused on Team Cena and Team Authority. But it's going to happen Sunday. Alright, so then phone gonna die. Then we had Rybacks versus Cesaro. it looked like a TNA match because no one was really into it at all. It was just quiet.
It was, but it was. Oh, the match was okay. Cesaro.
I mean, there were a lot of.
I like the fact because Cesaro matched power with power when it comes with Ryback, and he matched him well. So Ryback is on Team Cena.
Okay. I knew that was gonna happen.
But go ahead, let's just move on. I'll mention it later.
All right. Then we have Rusev out. Him and Lana was talking. Heath Slater comes out. He gets beat in like 5 seconds. Then, of course, we had the Big Show versus Shane.
Hold on. I thought they were going somewhere with this with Heath Slater. Maybe because they have nobody if they're not going to do Rusev, and it doesn't look like they're going to do Ryback. So
maybe they're not going to do Ryback yet.
Maybe not yet, but if you're not going to bring in Kurt Angle, who I think will be the perfect choice for it.
Kurt Angle should be at WrestleMania for him, even though it's for the U.S. title.
Even still. But I'm just saying, somebody. He basically just decimated Heath Slater. So what was the point of doing that? And I like Heath Slater. I think he's a good wrestler.
All right, so then we had Big Show versus Sheamus. Stephanie tempted them by saying, the winner of the match gets a WWE World Heavyweight Championship opportunity. But really, it was just a little thing for them to beat each other down so Mark Henry and Rusev could take them out. And apparently, Sheamus is hurt again.
Which I didn't see where he got hurt unless Mark slammed him on a screen or a monitor, which I can believe that because Mark isn't really that, I don't even know the word for it, careful.
Alright, so then we had Nikki versus Brie. Brie won.
The only part I like was when I think that girl,
AJ,
CM Punk's wife, kicked DDT'd both of them, whatever.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Alright, so we learned that at Survivor Series there will be a Fatal 4-Way for the Tag Team Championship.
Which I called a couple weeks ago. Check the tape.
So, but tonight it was a 8-man tag team match, and Miz, Dow, and Goldust
Who
started.
was the 8 tag teams? They don't have 8 tag teams.
It was 8-man. It was the 14 that's going to be in.
Oh, okay.
So
then why didn't you say a Fatal 4-Way on Raw?
It wasn't a Fatal 4-Way. It was a tag team.
Why are you saying
Stardust and Goldust?
Why didn't you just say it was a Fatal 4? You
it was
an 8-man tag team. You just said 8-man tag team.
It was. That's what they said. It was an 8-man tag team. It wasn't no Fatal 4-Way.
That's the same thing.
It was Stardust and Goldust and Miz Down and Miz versus the Lost Mandaras and the Usos.
Oh, so those 4. So 4 on 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Miz Down and Miz and Stardust and Goldust won the match. Again, Damian Sandow still doing his shadow boxing. It was interesting when Miz got thrown out the ring. So all of a sudden, Damian Mizdow, he gets in the ring, throws himself on the ground, and just rolls out the ring. I was just like, wow.
Again, for me, it's whatever.
I mean,
either they're gonna do something with it.
Even everyone was just like, wait, did he really just do that?
No, leave it there.
All right, so then you had Team Cena and Team Authority come out for the contract signing. Cena does his thing where he comes out and makes jokes. Then he's getting ready to try and fight him because Stephanie slapped him.
Hold up, that whole thing with John Cena. Again, that's why I don't like him because he does stuff like that. And again, stop acting like you're on camera doing a movie. Can I just get some realism? I just don't believe him when he gets to the mic. I just don't believe him when he gets to the mic. And it's just like, shut up. Because the Survivor Series looking like the John Cena show all over again. And
it is called Team Authority versus Team Cena.
Hold on, I'm just saying. But if everyone gets eliminated and it's a 4-on-5 or 5-on-1 and John Cena's Superman comes through it, come on.
Oh, it will.
You're gonna do so many. No, what they need to do is let Cena be the first one to get eliminated.
He's gonna be one of the last ones.
And then let Ryback just rule it all. Because
He's gonna be one of the last ones.
Again, if they're following the fans, we're tired of John Cena. That's the whole thing. We are tired of John
Cena's character is based on, like
hold on.
Super Cena. So again,
yeah, but again, you're not talking. Okay, this ain't the fans from 1980 or 1991. These are the fans from the Attitude. What the WWE has now is the fans from the Attitude Era, and they're looking for something different. The NWO was different. The Rock was different. Stone Cold was different. John Cena, you got the same thing, and it's falling into that background is still the same, and we don't want the Cena show again where he's super and this, that, and the other. We liked it in the beginning. Oh wow, that's great, this, that, and the other, but now it's getting old because it's the only thing that you got, and we are tired of it. I'm not the only one tired of it. Everyone is tired. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, they are tired of the John Cena show. So if they're gonna make this, even though it's Team Cena,
fine, let Ryback get the win. But I'm telling you right now, Cena ain't getting eliminated.
Well,
and if he does, he'll do something.
Or I guarantee he gets beat up and knocked out, and he's out of the competition for the whole match until the end, where he somehow resurrects like the Undertaker, and then he comes back or whatever.
I just find it interesting because I know great respect to the Undertaker and all. I guess it's just because it's him, but you know he can do all of this where he can be superhuman. I know because he's the last guy with the character, but he can do all this where he's immortal and everything like that.
Hold on.
But Cena can't.
The difference is when the Undertaker does it, you believe it. That's the big difference. When the Undertaker does it, you believe it and you feel like, wow, man, he just did all that. Plus, the Undertaker's always gave you a show. John Cena just, again, unbelievable. I can't take him serious when he wrestles. Again, if I got in front of the camera trying to imitate a wrestler, that's who John Cena is to me. He's imitating a wrestler.
Alright, so we're just going to go over the matches of the Survivor Series real quick. That's all that's going on. So obviously you got Team Cena versus Team Authority. Team Authority loses, they're out of power. Stephanie Triple H. And if Team Cena loses, you'll hear this on SmackDown, the whole team's getting fired. My prediction, Team Cena will win. And I don't know who will be in power. Well, obviously we'll have a new general manager for Raw and SmackDown, unless it'll just be one guy. But my prediction will be Team Cena prevailing, probably down to Ryback or Cena.
We'll see.
Alright, so we got Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. Again, not a lot of hype into this match. But
I don't think a lot of hype either, but I'm interested to see how the match is going to go. Only because of Bray Wyatt. And I still like Dean Ambrose, but I just don't think...
I kind of forgot about Dean Ambrose for a minute there. But
really? You have, because... I said this weeks ago, check the tape. I said, we'll find out who Dean Ambrose is because he needed Seth Rollins. And really, if you think about it, Seth Rollins hasn't really been doing anything to say, whatever. Like, I'm really hyped.
It's kind of a shame. I mean, I know they came in together, but in order for them to be entertaining, they need to be with each other. I didn't know either. But
some guys have that niche where they work well with one person, but not with other people.
Well, I'm not sure prediction with this match, but I'm gonna go with Bray Wyatt unless something happens.
Yeah, Bray's gonna win because they're gonna try to prolong this feud.
All right, so then we have, of course, we got the Fatal 4-Way for tag team titles.
Miz Dowling and Damien are gonna win it. I just know it.
I don't know.
I know they are because they're getting a lot of hype right now. Who's champions? Oh, Goldust. So they're getting a lot of hype right now
because their title reign hasn't really been all that good. Like
Sandow's gonna win it. Sandow's gonna win it.
It will get he will get a lot of hype if he's the one responsible for the win. Let's see here. What's else? AJ versus Nikki Bella.
I don't really care.
Rumor though, if AJ loses this match, he's leaving the WWE. So I'm like, all right. So she's the only CM Punk they got left. So
they don't even say CM Punk no more.
They did Monday. I
didn't hear it.
It was very quiet, but I heard CM Punk.
You heard one person. What else?
Apparently there's gonna be some kind of Survivor Series Divas match.
I don't understand why, and I tweeted WWE on this and I got no response. Why don't they just bring NXT in for the pay-per-view and have an NXT Survivor Series? I still think what would be good is to have a Raw versus NXT Survivor Series match. 5 guys from NXT versus 5 guys from the main thing and have a classic match. That would be interesting to go. And by the way, I did see Adrian Neville versus, God, what is his name? Zany somebody or whatever? On NXT last week. Very good match. Matter of fact, I saw that guy Zayn versus Prince Pretty. That was a good match. These NXT guys are pretty good. They're pretty decent. I even like the 2 tag teams that they got there. And I finally saw something about Underground Lucha, or Lucha Underground, or whatever. It was a commercial. I forgot what channel it said it's on, but I might have to start checking that out. But other than that, no news on TNA, whether they signed the contract to stay, and no news if they re-signed Kurt Angle. No news whatsoever at all. Haven't heard anything, whatever. So that's about it.
There was a there's gonna be a pre-show match, Fandango versus somebody.
Oh, the return of Fandango, the new improved Fandango is what they built it as, and Barrett is supposed to be coming back as well.
He'll probably be giving us when he'll probably be returning.
So if he can stay healthy, but the problem with Barrett and these guys that come back, it's hard to catch the wave after you was on a wave. Barrett was on a wave with I got some bad news. He was on the wave.
There are certain people.
But again, if you lose that spotlight and someone jumps in that spotlight, I gotta say, if it wasn't for Barrett and Bryan getting hurt, I don't think Dolph Ziggler would be
to be quite honest,
getting this hype, and I have to say CM Punk quitting wouldn't be on this road or getting this hype as he's getting now.
Well, another thing would have to do would be, and I've read this in the article, it would be Brock Lesnar not being there. So with the champion not being there, so people are forgetting who Brock Lesnar is and forgetting that he's the beast incarnate. They're giving a lot of other guys chances. Like he's saying, if Brock was here,
they're still not giving guys chances.
If Brock was here, would Dolph be giving the show he's giving?
No, he was giving the show before Brock.
No.
Brock.
I read it said he wasn't giving the show like he is now.
Yes, he is. Yes, he was. Ever since he had that match with Seth Rollins months ago,
that was back.
That was when Seth Rollins broke up with the Shield. That was so. Yes, Dolph has been on a roll ever since then.
But he been in main event matches.
Who?
Ziggler.
No, but I'm saying,
if Brock was here, would he be in main event matches?
Well, Brock doesn't do Raw anyway. But my point is, who cares about Brock?
Apparently, okay. Well, all right. Well, anymore. When he was here, he was a big deal. This was supposed to be Brock Lesnar's year. Built as his unbeatable.
Whoever signed Brock, I give him credit for signing them. But whoever signed the deal where it says, "Oh, you can just show up for 2 pay-per-views and that's it. Take 2 months off." I'm sorry.
3.
I'm sorry. No, that's just total bull crap right there. They need to be fired. That's just like that's the contract that they signed with NWO years ago. Oh, well, whoever comes in and they get more money, then that automatically bumps you up to get more money. Come on, that's just as dumb as that deal was. So,
another thing, which Triple H said in the contract signing, he was like, if they lose, he was like, who will be in power? And he was like, it can't be in the power of the superstars. He was like, that's one of the reasons why WCW failed, because superstars were getting greedy and it was all about giving them the attention and all of them, everything like that, which is another reason why they failed. And I was like, and it was really good acting, because I believed him. He was like heartbroken, like we can't lose, we can't lose. Triple H at the end, where he was just like, we can't lose. And, he said he always said he can't lose.
Look for let's see, TLC, the next pay-per-view. One of the main events is going to be Rybacks versus Triple H.
Oh yes, they have definitely been hinting this feud for a while now with that stare down they've been having. It will be Triple H versus Rybacks.
So look for that. That's why I said Rybacks is gonna come out of the closet on the Survivor Series and dominate or whatever.
It was
and him and Triple H. Triple H is gonna be mad. And he's going to go after Rybacks.
For this to work, it would have to be Ryback getting them the win. I think
because you got to get rid of John Cena. And back to your point, the other thing is they're still focusing the focus on John Cena. Yeah, nobody knew Seth Rollins and Dean was going to blow up like they did. And have the match that they had that threw them like, oh, these guys are good or whatever, or hungry or whatever. Nobody knew that. But it's still focusing on John Cena. And again, if you don't bring the brands back, unfortunately, you don't know what you have. I'm sorry. I think Fandango would be better than what he is if you had the brands. I think Cesaro would be better if you had the brand. Matter of fact, I know Cesaro would have been a world heavyweight champion if they had the brands.
Well, I remember back to when you're saying, well, if we had the brands, if we never had the brands, you know, we wouldn't know who Daniel Bryan or Big Show or Sheamus.
Because they would have never got that opportunity.
Well, now it basically is one brand now, but they're not getting a big opportunity, but we're still getting not Cesaro, but at least for Dolph, he's still getting his opportunity. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose are getting their opportunity.
Dolph
like I know he made his own. He made
his opportunity,
but
they had no choice but to put him in the spotlight because it's what the people were calling for. We can't sit on this guy because he took the best of an opportunity and he ran with it. He got tossed a little ball and he made his own wave. He jumped in and he made a splash and he jumped on and he's riding that same wave. They didn't put him up there. He put himself up there. He did it himself.
Well, again, you know, regardless if he put himself up there, he is still doing good. He is surviving like Seth Rollins, like Dean Ambrose. So, heck, I'll even say Rusev, even though it's boring, you know.
So I'll give it 50-50 as far as Dolph losing the title. I'm okay with it because he wasn't really pushing the IC title and it wasn't really out there in the limelight.
This is gonna be in order for the IC title work for Luke Harper, Luke's gonna have to be defending the title. Heck, we might even see, if it goes well, we might even see Luke Harper versus Eric Rowan for the title. I don't know. Because we saw his face when Eric Rowan joined Team Cena. He was like, what?
Well, when Cody Rhodes had the IC title, Cody made the focus about the IC title. It was up against his face. It was all this about the IC title. And that's all you see, IC title. That made you want it. You wanted to see guys go for that title because you had to get it from Cody Rhodes. You wanted to take it from him, whatever, to embarrass him. Because he was so proud to have it, whatever. With Dolph, he's excited, but it's about the Dolph match.
Yeah, the focus was more on Dolph than it was on the IC title. But back to this one last thing where he was saying he don't know if Wade Barrett will be able to survive because of what Dolph and them are doing. It kind of makes me wonder now when Roman Reigns and if ever Daniel Bryan comes back, will they be able to continue their stardom, or will they be like how Sheamus is, and they'll just be like, "Oh, you're back? Oh, yeah, good for you. Yeah, we're past you now, but no, thanks for the great memories." Or will he be like when The Rock came back and everyone was like it was a blowout, or when Stone Cold came back and it was a blowout, or when Hulk Hogan or whatever? Will it be like that, or will it be like, "Oh, hey, got your back, but thanks, we got these guys over here now for us, so we'll call you if we need you."
So, other than that, there's really nothing going on in wrestling news. Again, I'm still calling for an NXT Survivor Series or whatever.
You'll know they'll add some dumb matches to it. They'll probably add another Adam Rose match.
Even if they did a pre-show with NXT, I think what these guys do, because if you want to get people to buy the WWE Network, show NXT, which is only on the WWE Network. It was okay when it was on Sci-Fi, but if you want people to buy the network, show them what they're getting in NXT. So those matches are very good.
Obviously, people are watching the network. Are watching NXT, but you're saying for them to get them on the map,
to get not on the map, but to get them to buy, so they can see what products that they got.
But
those guys in NXT, no. You're not putting them on Raw or SmackDown. You're saying
pay-per-views are bigger than Raw.
No, I'm saying, but if you want people to buy the network, and the only place you can see NXT is on the network, showcase your talent on NXT so people can see it and come buy the network. Yo, those cats are good.
I think that was with that one match when they had on Raw. Even though it was one match, that's what it was for, because they were building up. That's why Adrian Neville didn't get into the match till the very last couple of minutes and sort of what he could do, which is why he is the NXT champion.
Yeah, but that was a quick match, and it was all about dumb Tyson Kidd or whatever. But I think they should just bring him in and, again, let the NXT guys interrupt Raw. Well, it's too late because Sunday is Survivor Series, so they should have had him in the interrupt Raw and like let us get in on this or whatever. Because NXT, we want next. We want next. next.
Maybe they'll do what.
Or we got next.
Maybe they'll do what the Nexus did and come in and try and take out Cena or something. I know it's something we've seen already, but if you want people to buy the network and if you want people to see who these NXT guys are and what the future of the WWE looks like, it could be something that's worth seeing. It could be something worth doing, regardless of if it's been done before. To see them jump Cena or
Did you
whatever.
go survive spelling words with her today? You suck.
Alright.
You've been home since 5 o'clock. It is 10:12 now. 5 hours we're home with his sister. He has to go over her spelling words for the week, and he didn't. You suck.
This is the first time I've ever forgotten.
No. I'm tired of hearing this. Is just the one time.
It is the one time.
Please. So she get an F on Fridays because of you.
No.
It was the one time.
I'll be home. But when she gets home tomorrow, or however she gets home tomorrow, I'll be home.
Suck.
So
Suck.
we can work on it.
S-U-C-K.
She's already done all her other work.
S-U-X. We did that the first day on Monday when I went over with her, other than the 2 little pieces that we didn't finish. But pretty much 98% of it was done.
There's only like 3 pieces of paper.
Anyway, so for Stephen J. and Shut Down Steve, we're done. Oh, he got a job, y'all, working at Winn-Dixie. So if y'all want to get a really good deal on some cakes and some cupcakes and stuff like that, he gonna slide it under the table or whatever and give you the special. He's gonna give you a pretty good deal.
6
He's
a.m. to
making
12.
$3.29 an hour. I am so proud of him.
No, I'm not.
For making. But he did get a job.
6 to 12. 6 to 12, man. Phew.
Alright, so for Stephen J, Simply Steve, we are done talking about wrestling. Peace.